Welcome, this is John from Champs Lock Shields, and what I have for you today is to show you a breach in security. Today's locks are not as secure as what you thought they were. However, what we're going to show you is real, and you will be shocked and amazed at what we're going to show you today. The problem with today's locks is they have built-in weak spots. So bad, the lock companies won't even divulge it to you. And what we did is, years ago, we figured if they are not going to do anything about it, we will. And what we did is we developed the Champs Hardened Lock Shield. Champs, C-H-A-M-P-S, which means commercial hardware and a maximum protection shield. It's a good product. It's a product that is very much needed, especially in the downturn of the economy today. People breaking into houses, breaking into businesses, robbing and stealing from everybody. And the problem is they can get in it in as little as 5 seconds with no problem at all. And you don't think it is real? Let me show you something. Eye-opening. What they will do is they will go to your home, that you have your lock, which is locked. They will go to your house, and with ease, even while you're sleeping, you're sound asleep and you will not even hear them. And what they will do is they'll go right down through the top of the lock and open up the deadbolt, just like that. It's that easy. Isn't that amazing? That's not on only this lock, but it's on 85–90% of all the locks that's on the market today. And that includes your Abloy, your Hardened, your Arrow, Asa, Quickset, Dexter, Dexlo, US Lock, the Schlage, the Primus. They're all vulnerable to this type of attack. Some lock companies will tell you no, they're not, but they are. And you have just witnessed the defeating of a lock in as little as 5 seconds. And it can be done. Just think when you're sleeping and somebody breaks into your home using this method. They can kill you and they can leave you with all your valuables and your possessions. And who's going to know? They're just going to shut the door and go, especially if you're single. And the police, when they do find out about it and do their investigation, they're going to be saying, there's no damage to the lock or the door frame. It must have been an inside job. Now think of all these people that are like in the court, veterinarians, doctors, lawyers. They lock up their files in these rooms, even evidence rooms. They can get into that lock during the night in as little as 10 to 12 seconds. I did it in 5 seconds. When a door that's left hand, you go in at 1 o'clock. A door that's right hand swings in or out, you go in at 11 o'clock. It's that easy. The Champs Lock Shield defeats that method. And what I'm going to show you is I have a prop stand here, and this here open and close. The integral part of the lock is right there. That's the whole heart of the locking machine. That is unprotected. It's like going to the hospital for a heart transplant and they don't do the transplant. However, we do have the shield which will go in there, and it is real on what's going on in the field. A lot of lock companies will deny it, but we exposed it, and I do not think they really like that. That's why Champs Shields is a must, where you will get the ultimate protection in the safe keepings of your belongings, your home, your apartment, your business. They will go into medical buildings, and they use like high security locks to keep their medicine, their pills, Oxycontin, and all the other medications under lock and key. This is how they will get in there. After the medication rooms and so forth and evidence rooms, they are breaking in and can as well. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm not trying to scare you at all. What I'm trying to do is educate you to let you know exactly what's going on. And I'm not trying to counsel burglars on how to break in by any means. I'm just trying to show you, the homeowner or business owner, how you can better protect yourself as well as your belongings. And believe me, these locks that are out there have been unprotected for years. And you know what? There is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not millions and millions of locks out there, even right now, that are unprotected. This lock here, I want to show you, is one that I picked up at Home Depot. It's a Defiant lock. It's a single cylinder. People will buy that thinking they have protection. Well, they don't. There's no protection in this lock whatsoever. It can be ice picked open in 5 seconds. This lock is what is in this stand right over here. Now, the outcome of this whole thing is just to merely, as I said, to educate you, bring you up to date, and you really need this product to put in your locks to better protect yourself and your belongings. Because the downturn in the economy, where everybody is getting laid off, there's no work, there's no jobs, there's the economy has gone sour. So what are people doing? They're breaking into places, stealing pills and stuff, and selling them out in the street, and people are buying them. That's why you need better protection in your locks. And you've seen it done for yourself right here. And better still, if you're just the least little bit skeptical of what I'm telling you, what I want you to do is to do it on your own lock at home, or even on your business. Or just go to your hardware store, buy a lock, and use an ice pick, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The actuator on the lock is totally unprotected. Do you think the lock companies care? They could care less. As long as they're making money and putting it in their pocket. So if you get ice picked open and you get murdered, who is responsible? Who's liable for that? Is it the locksmith that didn't tell you about it when he installed the locks, but they're very well taking your money? Or is it the lock company that sold it to the lock company that sold it to the locksmith? Either way, they're not telling you the true and real deal. There's a truth in lending law with the banks. I say they should have a truth in security law when it comes to selling locks to better protect you and your loved ones. So remember, Champs is the original shield. Don't accept any imitations if there are any out there. There aren't any imitations out there, but if so, Champs is the original shield, and the shield that you can count on. Champs will fit virtually 99% of all locks that's out there on the market, and you can get them today by ordering on Amazon.com. Okay, now as we told you where you can buy it, through Amazon.com. Now when you receive it, let us show you exactly what you have to do to install it. First of all, you take your lock completely out of the door. You take your Champs shield, which is this little device right here, and what you do is you insert it in through the middle of the door, taking these deadbolt part, and you feed it right in here. You line it up, just like that. Then you just take it and you put your lock back together, like such. Then you take the back here, you put the back, make sure it works good, like so. So you know it free flows, it works good. And then you put the screws back in. You want to just make sure your lock is perfectly straight. And using your drill, battery pack drill or screwdriver. You just want to screw it in, secure it down, put in the other screw. As on the package, we tell you that it takes only 3 minutes to install it. And that's all it's going to take. And we just put these screws back in the door frame, the bolt mechanism. And there we are. Your door lock now has the Champs lock shield. It works good. Bolt retracts. No hang-ups. You take it out. And then what happens is the burglar, he comes by at night while you're sleeping or whatever, and a battery-packed drill is basically silent. And what he's going to do is he's going to drill a hole in here. And what he's going to do is going to take the drill bit and snap it right off like it just did. You see that? The drill bit is broken because they caught the part on the front of the shield where it goes down in the V section, where it lines up with the actuator. That's why it's hardened and the drill will not penetrate it. And with that being said, they didn't get in and your lock is functionable. And when you see that hole, then what you'd have to do is you have to take the lock out of the door, but at least they didn't get in. And the lock still works good. Now if they try using a punch to try to punch through the hardened steel, thinking, well, it's hardened steel, I'll use a safe punch or a little rod and try to punch my way in there, break it, and that way there I can get through. Wrong idea. What that punch is going to do is going to hit the bolt actuator, the bolt mechanism itself, and it's going to crimp it. It's going to put a dent in it, bend it. It's broken. Now you're locked out. And the only way to get in there is to use another method, going around the back, if you're the homeowner, and unscrew the lock from the inside or turn the bolt from the inside if you can do that. But as I say, the bolt mechanism is probably bent, so it's not going to work anyways unless you undo the screws from inside the lock and take the whole lock apart and manipulate the bolt back by a screwdriver or whatever from the inside. And that's the only way that you're going to get the lock opened. However, it did keep the burglar out. And that is what it does, and that's what it's intended to do. And when you saw this here done, you're going to be saying 3 letters. WTF. What the hell did you just see or witness? And that's what it was. The shield, how it's defeated, and how you can better protect yourself. And now you know that your belongings is safe. And Champs is the original shield, the first one ever to come on the market in the world. And it goes back quite a few years. And the burglars, they hate this product. And remember one thing. Your lock, if it doesn't have the Champs shield installed on your lock, it's not locked. It's that good, and that's because it's a Champs shield. And the price is reasonable, so if it's, you're going to be paying under $20 for the shield, why not pay the $20 for the shield rather than $150, $200 for have a new lock? And in closing, I want to thank you very much for looking at this. Take a close look at it. Buy a lock. Try it yourself if you're anywhere near skeptical. And you too will realize that what we show you today is very educational. And this is what you have to do now to protect yourself. So in closing, I just want to thank you very much and become a Champs member. You have Champs in your lock. Thank you very much.